What's up? I hope Paul Pierce ain't being bought and paid off to say that he thinks that this Laker team goes and wins a title that LeBron would be considered greater than Jordan. I hope he ain't say that, but he did. It's only a matter of time if he get bought and paid. If they go and win, it just shows you how much a WWF the league really is. I ain't seen nothing that says they can beat Jokic in Denver. I ain't seen nothing. Now I'll say this: there's some young teams ahead. And I don't think they could be Sacramento style wise. There's some teams that I just don't. What would I think about it? I think the fix was in because I'm already watching the free throw disparity. I know some people come in and say, well, what about this and that? Okay, I'm going to address that. Anthony Davis is playing some of his best ball because he's actually being healthy for the most part. But as great as he's playing, it doesn't translate in them dominating. They still need the refs to give them 55 more free throw attempts and calls. They still need teams to play stupid like Milwaukee did or something dumb. They're not blowing teams away. They're not in a position where they're so significantly better than considering. This ain't like when Shaq was beasting. And I know the rules and the games have changed, but let me go back to something before that, shall we? Steph and Clay. Because before I go and before Durant, when it's just Steph and Clay, the 1-2 punch was blowing your butt out, especially when Clay was going. This is not the signature move. Matter of fact, if you really do your LeBron James history, he ain't never been a dominant type of player like that. Because in Miami, when him and Wade would blow up and then they would have them games with like when they lost the finals to Dallas that year, big leads, then they go down, not finishing up. It's far like when they played the Spurs for all the points and everything they put up, didn't exactly wax teams. See, I grew up when Jordan would wax you, Shaq would wax you, Kobe waxed you, Magic waxed you, Bird waxed you. When I say wax you, and I know it's changed because no lead is safe, what they say, but it was actually Steph and Clay wax teams. So I'm not buying that. Because in the Steph Clay Splash Brother era, they wax teams with big leads. Now, with Paul Pierce, hope you don't get bought and paid. What I'm saying is this: I'm not impressed. The fix is on. The in-season Walmart wallpaper trophy, and then if they was to go, it's kind of, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I think it's a fix because that's the only way I see they could beat Denver in the 7-game series. Jokic is way better. Way better. And Porter is better. Aaron Gordon better. Who gets on LeBron? Jamal Murray. Come on, I just don't see it. They're trying to sell this narrative. Somewhere along the line, they would love a Lakers Celtics type. It's a script. Like I said, Vince McMahon, WWF, Adam Silver is no different. If you're a real fan, you can see the fix be on. I only like to really watch highlights or lowlights, as I call them. I can't really watch most of these games, especially when they play, because I know that no matter who they play, it could be Memphis, it could be Milwaukee. They're going to still plus 25 free throws, even though nobody's posting up like that. They find a way to get D'Angelo Russell stats padded, Reeves stats padded, anybody to make them sure that they win. I know people are going to say, well, you got to play the game. Yeah, you got to play the game, but you can see the game within the game. Okay? The fix has always been in LA's favor. It's been a fix from David Stern to Adam Silver. I would not be impressed. And Paul Pierce sounds like he's been bought and paid to say such idiotic remark. He would not be better than Luke Jordan if he comes from an 8-7-9 seed. No one ever, when the Pittsburgh Steelers came as a wild 6 seed in the NFL, no one said, oh, wow. Olajuwon was 6 seed with the Rockets. No one puts Olajuwon ever in a top 5, hardly, unless they fans. I'm just saying. Impressive? No. When you're mediocre, okay, they might be close to 10 games over 500. What? In Laker land, that's embarrassing. Especially when you got 2 quote-unquote top 15 players, and all you can do is be 9 or 10 games or so over 500, and you're in a lowercase 7th and 9th seed. That's not how it go. That's not how it go. But anyway, I wouldn't be impressed. If they won, I still look at him as barely a top 10 player because I'd say his stuff was bought and paid for. My eyesight, which is pretty good, I'm not buying that he's better than Jokic. I'm not buying AD or LeBron being better than one Jokic at this stage, not even close, and not as a team. I'm not seeing them beat no Denver. I don't think they can beat Sacramento. The other teams could probably be had. I'm not sold on OKC fully. Minnesota, I'm looking across the line. There's some teams I can see that they can beat. Phoenix is suspect with Durant, but I'm not buying it. Denver's the best team I done seen. The Lakers, even at their best, got to have the zebras come bail them out. There's always got to be a whistle. So I hope Paul Pierce ain't partying too hardy to snort what they trying to push the agenda, because there's an agenda here. They're not a championship team. Pump them brakes. And we ain't even talked about Dallas, because we're going to see what Luka and Kyrie got stored the postseason. I'm not ready to do all that. And can they pass the Clippers up? Probably. Clippers just like they're in derailment, and the postseason can't get here quick enough. But this other talk sounds like conspiracy, which, if you know the NBA and the WWF thing I'm talking about, there's truth to it. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shitter if you like them out. Peace.